What's up, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to this POV review by Autobahn. My name is Max, and today you join me with another viewer's car. This is Caesar's VW Golf GTI TCR from 2019. So it is a limited edition of the Golf GTI with a little bit more power, some extra bits and bobs, and this car is not stock. It's got a little bit of an upped treatment. So today I'm going to show you around it. If you would like your car to be featured on our channel like this, send us a message on Instagram, a DM or an email to the address on screen right now with some info, some photos, and maybe your car will be next, because I really love driving you guys' cars. Always something different and a lot of modifications, and yeah, super cool. I love it. So today, show you around it, then we'll take it for a drive towards the Autobahn for an Autobahn blast. So, TCR, as I said, a limited edition. It's not really clear how many they made. It's more just limited per market. So, for instance, in the Netherlands, limited to 75, but over 150 have been imported from Germany. France, 100. Australia, I think 300, South Africa 300, UK 800, and the list goes on. So it's a limited edition, but it's not super limited. It's a cool way for VW to let everyone know that they're racing in the TCR series. Touring car racing is what TCR stands for. So you get a little bit of an upgrade power-wise, 290 horsepower. You get the adaptive suspension. It's been tweaked for the TCR. If you also go for the optional performance package, you get these 19-inch wheels, the raised top speed, this little black spoiler lip, bigger intakes for cooling. I'm not sure, I think this like honey grade is also for the TCR. This is not an intake, this is like air direction. GTI badge, we've got an up badge for this tuned one. 19-inch wheels, so this car does have the performance package. We've got Michelin Pilot Sport Cup 2 tires here. Very, very nice. Behind that, GTI brakes with little perforated discs, not that big. This car does not have the upped suspension because Caesar said that he didn't want to lose his adaptive suspension. So when you go upped, it's a bit lower, and it's also passive suspension. Side skirt part of the TCR pack, and the stickers as well, of course. What kind of rubber are we running? 235s at the rear, 235s at the front. Nice little sunroof. You get a little spoiler lip for the rear spoiler here with the TCR, a diffuser, and an Akrapovic exhaust, which is also very nice. Beautiful tips. Titanium, perforated as well, and that is just a proper exhaust. That's what an exhaust used to look like, kids. Just a big box made from titanium or steel. Super nice. So let's check out the engine. As I said, you also get a little bit more power. The Golf 7 GTI has quite a few special editions. So the regular GTI, 245 horsepower. They came with the Club Sport, the Club Sport S, and then this TCR, 290 horsepower, 380 Newton meters of torque, with this little upped tuning box. As you can see over there, it goes to 340 horsepower and 430 Newton meters of torque. So 50 horsepower bump, 50 Newton meters bump. 0 to 100, 5.6 to 5.4. But very difficult to manage that, especially in these colder conditions with Cup 2s. Yeah, you need to get some heat into those tires, and it's quite difficult right now. So I did like 5.9, I think, but it's not really, it doesn't really matter. So stock 290 is already very, very nice, and this little upped tuning box takes it even further. You could also go for an anti-roll bar from upped, suspension, wheels. Inside you also get some extra stuff, namely red accents. So I think like this, and the red stitching, and red stitching on the super nice sport seats, and also this new design for the seats with the red accents, the red stripes, and the sort of tartan-ish design with red accents on the seat belts as well. And then Caesar added a carbon steering wheel with some Alcantara red stitching, LED display for extra TCR race car vibes. Start it up. It sounds relatively civilized, I have to say. Of course, we're used to tuned Golfs having like straight pipes, and this just has the original Akrapovic, and it sounds very nice. So if you hit sport driving mode over here, well, we're already in sport. If the geese are a bit quiet, we can hear the exhaust. Sport. It's a bit louder than stock, like the regular GTI. And you get some burbles, but they're not always there, which is great because I don't really like those repetitive burbles that you sometimes get. But of course the software hasn't been changed on this car anyway, so not too much. So manual for the 7-speed DSG gearbox. And well, the first thing you notice, and I think the thing that every front wheel drive hot hatch needs, is a limited slip diff. So this car has the electronically controlled limited slip diff, so it's not really a mechanical one, but still it does a really good job of dividing the power between the two front wheels, and it also means that you don't have too much torque steer, and when you hit the throttle mid-corner it kind of ducks into the apex, and it makes it a little bit more manageable, and it eliminates one tire fire, which is, you know, nobody wants that. So sound wise, as I said, also inside we're in sport mode, everything is open and aggressive and whatever. It's not too much, I really like that. I think it's also Caesar's daily, so you get a bang on the upshift, it's not too loud. But it's a very nice car to modify because you can quite easily get more power. This is the first level of modification power wise, to add the little box, which means that you can basically keep your warranty. It doesn't register anything, so they can't really see that it has been tuned. You can just remove the box when you go for maintenance or if you have an issue or whatever. So a lot of people like this solution as, you know, for cars that are still in warranty or as a company car or whatever. It is still a GTI, of course, so handling wise, excitement wise, it's not the most engaging car to drive. It's just very capable as a fast daily, and you know, relatively practical for such a small car. You've got plenty of room for 4 adults and all your crap in the rear. Right, let's do a launch control. As I said, I did like 5.9, but these numbers that VW communicates are just impossible to manage. So ESC off, gearbox in sport, full throttle, and then it manages the power. You can feel that, and then it gives you full power later on. So from, like, I think 3rd gear you've probably got full power. 5.4, I mean, you need those tires to be like nice and toasty and sticky. I have to say, mid-corner, if you go on the power like this, it's actually very good. It grips and it feels super neutral. And I think, you know, that's also, of course, what everyone who drives a GTI wants. You want a car that you can still use every day, even though it's a front-wheel drive car. You don't want it to be too much and too aggressive for everyday use, and also you want it to put the power down relatively easily. So onto the Autobahn we go. Top speed with that performance package is raised to 260, and the upped version does 265. So if we have enough space, I would love to show you what that is like. It's quite a quick car actually, so that limited slip diff really does its job there. So here we go, full throttle, 100 to 200. I did 11.9. which is pretty damn decent, because the stock car we measured at 13 seconds, just over 13 seconds. So that's actually a really good increase for just 50 horsepower and 50 newton meters. That's 240, that guy's going left, there we go. But it picks up nicely, and I mean, this is, you know, 160 foot down. It's pretty decent. Also, the limited editions before this, so the Club Sport, the Club Sport S, they didn't deliver that increased power the entire time. So I don't really remember what it was, like 265 horsepower, something like that. This always delivers 290. So that's also a nice increase, or a nice improvement, I should say. There we go. That's 100 kilometers an hour. As I said, again, it's not too loud. There's no resonance or anything. I'm just used to tuned Golfs having straight pipes, and this feels so civilized because it doesn't have it. You don't even hear the engine and the exhaust anymore at this speed. Should be able to get like 260 right now. There we go. It's a quick little car, and it, you know, it's sort of, it doesn't feel out of breath at higher RPMs and higher speeds, which is nice. So that's 270, 271. Suspension really good. That adaptive suspension is in sport right now, but still very doable for the Autobahn. It's not too firm, not too harsh. And then we'll turn around here. Always like to do these off ramps, add a little bit of speed. You can feel what the car does. It's very well behaved. It kind of lets you know what it's going to do, which is really nice. It won't surprise you. Brakes very good as well. Nice feel, good performance. What is that? I really like that bang on the upshift. It's sort of muffled a little bit. It's not tin can sound. It sounds good. Those Cup 2s, they really do grip. Look at that. That is impressive. No squeal whatsoever, just grip all the way through. Caesar, thank you so much for coming. You've got a really cool car. He wanted us to see what the car can do, to test, you know, the performance, and well, I really love that. I love doing that. So I hope you enjoyed watching your car on our channel. I'll return it now, safe and sound. Thank you so much for coming. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed it as well. You can subscribe by clicking the big button in the middle. Check out this video, this playlist, and we'll see you at the next one. Bye.